Hello again everyone, we are back again with another episode of Landric Plays the Darkest Dungeon. Last episode we actually blazed through the last dungeon, so much so that we actually doubled back and did a couple of extra fights just so that it wasn't over too quickly. Which has me feeling way overconfident. We also got quite a lot of deeds and things, so we'll see if we can do something with that. But first let's take a look at the embark screen. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. So we have unlocked another boss, and I'd quite like to send these guys out again, but these diseases are worrying me a little bit. Particularly this. Our grave robber is particularly good at scoring crits, and the fact that this removes it is not great. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to send these guys for some treatment, for some stress reduction, particularly Stukely, because one of the things we've got to be aware of is it's not too high, but our abomination is definitely going to raise everyone's stress over the course of that dungeon. So I think I'm going to Stukely. Let's see. It'd be nice to get rid of some of these as well, but the problem is they just keep stacking up, and it feels like it's what's the word? It's definitely fighting a losing battle, so I tend to just leave them around rather than deal with them. So we'll put you in the transept. You can pray for salvation. Roz, what do we want to do with you? Oh, that's right. We could give you some stress reduction, but I'm going to put you in the sanitarium. And we're going to treat the fits. And for that matter, we're going to treat your tetanus as well. Nice high accuracy means we're more likely to score hits, which means overall we're going to be doing more damage. And who else? Oh, that's right. Our what's the word? Our occultist, who has 18 stress, and it's almost certainly not worth putting them in stress relief. But as everyone else is, in fact, there is a chance that he could go missing if I put him in the bar. It's not a huge chance. But as it's only 18 stress, I don't think we'll bother with it. What we will do is we will see if we can upgrade the blacksmith. Need a couple more deeds, and I think we can trade some busts for a couple of... How many deeds do we need? 20, so we need 5 of these. Oh, no, we need a couple more. So do that. There we go. So now we can...
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
Certainly our plans seem to, at least. Okay, so we've upgraded weaponsmithing, and I think if... where are we? Yeah, if we can get instruction mastery leveled up as well, then we can upgrade the stagecoach to get more experienced recruits, which means people will show up that aren't level 0. Ah, now this is interesting. We've got an antiquarian. Now, antiquarians are relatively rubbish. Their abilities are not fantastic. I mean, look at this one. It's protect me, force guard by an ally. So it does buff the target. It's not terrible. But the really nice thing about antiquarians is they increase the amount of gold that you will find in dungeon runs, and they will give you special treasure that just sells for more gold than usual, which is really handy. And I think gold stacks better than usual as well, so you can carry more of it with you. So they are good to have around. Unfortunately, we'd need to upgrade our barracks before we can make best use of that. So I guess they'll sit this one out. Is there anything else we can upgrade? I don't think we're going to have enough for anything else. So if we're leaving this boss for now, we're not going to take you guys. Do we want to send out? There are... Dismas in particular is still relatively high in stress. But we have just unlocked the weapons upgrade, so I think we send them back out. We take them to the Warrens. We see what we can do. You've got spotted fever. Taking you to the Warrens might be a bad idea, actually. But we've just filled up the medical ward, so I guess we go for it anyway. I don't want you guys to hit level 5 just yet, because then you'll be sort of useless for when the next the next level of bosses start showing up. But I think we can probably get one more run out of you. But it's tricky. Maybe we give some new heroes a bit of a chance. I think that might be what we do. We just start leveling up a couple more of these guys, or we just send these out. No, I don't want to send them out because the missions are very nasty, and I'd rather they were a short mission before I sent the level 3 guys out. So I think what we'll do is we'll see if we can put together a team of 0, 1, 2, 2, something like that. So we'll go for you, you, and oh, that's right, you'll be stuck at the back. Maybe we won't then. Who else have we got? Maybe we just send. No, we can't send one of these guys because they won't be able to do a one of these easy missions. Oh, this is tricky. I tell you what I do then. I'm going to take this this man-at-arms. I'm going to take his trinkets back, and I'm going to fire him. Which seems a shame, but I'm not a huge fan of the men-at-arms class. I mean, they're probably alright. They probably have a really good way you could use them, but I don't seem to have the knack for the composition.
The task ahead is terrible, and weakness cannot be tolerated.
So we're going to hire this antiquarian, and we're going to try them out. We're going to send them on a nice easy mission. We're going to accumulate some gold, ideally accumulate some more heirlooms, and trinkets as well. And speaking of trinkets, we can give you this. I guess we give you both of them. Oh no, aren't allowed 2 of them, fair enough. What else do we give you then? What skills do you have, and what skills would we want to unlock? So we've got Nervous Stab, so we want to have you at the back, ideally. Oh, you get 1% crit, nice. Festering Vapours, so that does blight damage. We can use it from the back, which is probably quite good. Get Down, which might be... So it moves us back. I mean, we're assuming we're going to start at the back, but if we get sort of mixed around because of a movement ability from one of the enemies, this will be useful to move us back without being a total waste of time. Flash Powder, De-Stealth. That could be handy. Fortifying Vapours, a very, very small heal. Some Invigorating Vapours, and Protect Me. Let's put you in the guild and we'll just mess around with your skills and see what we want to take. I want to take Festering Vapours because I think that's probably the only worthwhile skill that you actually have. And I think we take Invigorating Vapours as well. So we get rid of this, we get rid of this, and we go for that sort of layout instead. So, bearing that skill set in mind, what trinket do we want to give you? I think we just give you the +4 dodge. we make sure you're just not going to get hit at all. You're going to stay out of the way. Yeah. What I will do is, well, I'm not going to improve your weapons, but I am going to improve the weapons of all the other people that are coming along with us, if I can. Oh no, that's right, you're level 0, so you can't. You're already upgraded as much as you can. No, we can upgrade you a little bit more. We could probably upgrade your skills now that I think about it. Let's have a look. Yes, we can. So what are you running at the minute? So Inspiring Tune, Battle Ballad, and then these bleed abilities. That's right, because Dirk Stab moves you forwards, which means you're going to struggle to use any of the other skills. We could look at getting... Well, Finale means you're right at the front, which you use and then move back. So you could use Dirk Stab to move you forwards, and then Finale to move you back, but the problem is it moves you... Hang on, and Solo moves you forward 3, Finale moves you back 3. So they'd actually combo quite well. Interesting. I don't think we'll use them right now. I think we'll stick with what we've got, but it could be interesting to try and do this. So buffs the self, it means Finale does more damage. So it is really good to use Solo and then Finale in tandem. And then it massively lowers your dodge when you're done. Well, we'll think about it. Maybe we'll use it in future. For now, let's buff your buff your abilities. Not really super thrilled by Battle Heal. I mean, they're very cheap to upgrade. I think we actually replace one of these with Stunning Blow. Get a little bit of extra stun chance. What do we get rid of? Actually, that's a point. We're not going to have much in the way of healing if with this party. So it is a good thing we're doing a slightly easier dungeon. But I will... 2 to 3 is kind of pointless though. But we'll stick with that. That'll be fine. Okay, here we go. So where do we want to send these guys? We're not going to send them to the boss. We're not going to send them to the cove. We could do a slightly longer mission. Caregivers Convention. Gather 3 medicines. I think, because both of you are level 0, I think we have to go for the short mission. What's this give us? A movable helmet for the bounty hunter. Oh, that's a good point. We haven't given you any trinkets either. So we'll probably give you that one in a bit. 20% protection, 20 stress. Yeah, sure, why not? That's a good point. Are you actually any good at the front? Let's have a look at that. No, you're much better off there. In fact, we might want to mess around with your skills as well. No, I think this is a reasonable combination. We'll stick with that. Alright, here goes. So the cove... So I think there is... The monsters in the cove are a lot more resistant to bleed, which is unfortunate, because that's sort of what... is it Ballad? Yeah, Ballad excels at. But we'll make do. So we're going to try and go relatively minimal on items again, just because the whole reason we're doing this run is to gather lots and lots of lovely gold thanks to our antiquarian. So I think that'll do us for now. It's only an apprentice one, so I'm not that worried about supplies. I think that'll be fine. Thralls will explode if left for too long. Yes, they absolutely will. I don't know if we've seen any thralls explode yet. But there's a first time for everything, but hopefully it won't be this mission.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
So it's an exploration mission. We've got to get through 90% of rooms. Ooh, straight away into a fight. At least these are humans, and humans bleed. And as a wise burly man once said, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Let's put down some festering vapours on you. You resisted, that's a shame. Let's get some dual bleeds going on. So yeah, we started off in the, again, sort of not towards one end of the dungeon, which is a shame. So we've got to go this way and then double back, but it's not the end of the world. Hopefully there aren't too many fights there, and hopefully nothing respawns behind us either, which can happen every now and then. Okay. So we could shuffle you around, which might be interesting. Could also stun, hopefully. Won't do any damage though. But then we could use Finish Him. Interesting. Let's give it a go. So we'll stun you, throws you to the back, which should hopefully hopefully means you actually struggle to attack us from there as well. So we can keep stacking up some bleeds as well. That's a bit of a shame. That's a nasty crit. It's only 6 damage, but it'll shove you back, which is less than ideal. So you can still do blanket fire. You're still stunned. And we can use Finish Him, luckily, because you sort of overlap, which will do extra damage. Only 8. Not ideal. See if we can just do enough damage to make sure you, so you die on your next turn. No, not quite. Drat. Let's use the Zealous Accusation then to spread that damage about. So you've got 3 health and they're going to take 2 damage, so again, not ideal. You're going to do another blanket fire. You're not super useful where you are. But we can remove up to 11 stress. So we'll do that. Minus 12, nice. So we'll use the Festering Vapours on you, because that 1 damage will make all the difference. There you go, it's useful having the Antiquarian around. And boom! 17 crit, excellent. And I guess we'll use our spare turn to do a little bit of healing.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Get a bunch of stuff, and we also get this minor antique because of our Antiquarian. So let's move onwards. Where are we going? Oh, that's right, we're going up here. That's already been looted, which is a shame. And we could even ditch the torch a little bit. Once we get sort of halfway through, I'll sort of see what stage we're at. Because that could be quite interesting to do.
The match is struck.
Oh, trap.
A blazing star is born.
I think it missed though, or we just took some stress damage. It was difficult to tell. But yeah, if we get halfway through and we're still in good shape, I might even drop the torch. A little bit, not a whole lot. Oh, no, I forgot to flip you around. I need to do that sooner rather than later. Oh well. Not as bad as, was it the last episode where I left our Vestal stuck in the middle for ages? No, it was a couple of episodes ago now, wasn't it? I think we'll get some Festering Vapours queued up on you, because you're much more, you're a lot weaker to Blight than you are to Bleed. It's not a lot of Blight, but it'll add up. Yeah, we'll just hack away at you as well. That's a lot of bleed you've got there, actually. It's 4 damage overall. Do we have any bandages? We do not.
Their formation is broken.
Best defense, good offense, so on and so on. But you are going to need a little bit of healing sooner rather than later. Let's actually focus on you for now. You're taking a lot of stress damage already. Is that because you're carrying a severed head? No, you're carrying the severed head. And you're doing okay, actually. 3 damage per round, so maybe we let the Antiquarian deal with you, and we throw a stun at you. Which will shuffle you to the front, and then we can actually get bonus damage, hopefully. So, good, that 1 damage should get rid of you. You can attack the cultist. So we don't get the bonus damage for them being stunned, which is a bit of a shame. You can't attack the back. So I guess... Oh, and you can't attack the front either. So you are going to buff everyone. Down, down.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Now, what good can you do? Right, you can get rid of them.
A faint hope blossoms.
You're going to start putting some more blight down on the back. Ooh, 2 whole damage this time. Well, fancy that.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life
Now, our
is
Crusader's kind of useless. Ooh, 7 damage. It's mounting up, and not having a healer is going to take its toll. So you can't actually do anything, so you're going to heal just a 2, which isn't a lot. You finally can reach. I don't think the bleed will go off, but it doesn't matter.
Destroy them all.
Excellent. Good, so we've explored those rooms. We can come back, so we don't have to explore all of the rest, only 90%. Which means there's probably 1 room that we can afford not to explore. Oh dear. Yeah, contaminated water. We just picked up the, oh dear, hysterical blindness. That sounds really bad. Minus 20 accuracy if stress is above 70. Okay, so not the end of the world, but we really want to keep your stress low, at least until we can remove that. Alright, let's keep going. So because we're only in this for the money for this dungeon, I'm not too worried about abandoning this quest early. It will generate a lot of stress, of course. Oh no. What's that done? Unyielding. Aha, so a positive quirk. Okay, good. hunger, so that'll heal us a little bit as well. We've still got plenty of food kicking around, so we can top people up a little bit if needs be. In fact, I think I will just use a little bit here, and actually no, I'll use them both on you. Right, where to now? I'm going to go over here. Quite a long corridor, this one. Look, more traps. We dodged that one at least. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to ditch the torches just yet. Ooh, another journal page. The others are gone. They were victims of a malevolent transformation. Their scales had rotted to soft, vulnerable flesh, slowly suffocating without gills. The worst was their eyes, close set and forced to squint through fleshy slits. I shudder, recalling the horrific and unclean warmth of their body, as I rinsed my talons. I nearly retched. May death grant them soft mercy. That's right, this was somebody who stumbled into the cove and transformed into a horrible fish person. Hopefully the same won't happen to us. Oh, another empty room. Well, that's handy. Do we have any medicine? We do, so we'll see what's in here. Is it going to be gems? Is it going to be food? It's going to be both. So we're going to use a little bit more of that food. One on you and one on you this time. Just to keep you nicely topped up. So you're going to immediately buff that Guardian, which is annoying. So this looks like it could be quite a tough fight straight away. Slice off is going to be much less effective. I mean, there's still a reasonable chance to bleed them. And the crit's nice. Oh good, we did bleed both of them. So I want to kill... Who do I want to kill? See if we can finish you off, because you're... well, you're weak enough that we could probably kill you straight away, and I don't want this guy to do the sort of guard block thing on them. Because it would feel like a waste of all the damage we'd already applied. Start blighting you. Let's see what you're going to do. Yeah, you're going to barrier this sea maggot, which is pretty annoying. But not the end of the world. We're going to focus on these two first anyway, I think. Stress wave. As long as you don't heal the Guardian, I'm not that worried. Another crit. Lovely.
Executed.
And bleed, so you're going to die in 2 rounds regardless. So that's 2 damage. Fantastic. And let's... we can't finish... Alright, let's go for the stun. That will shuffle everyone. And it means that you're at least in range next time. You're going to die by yourself next time as long as they don't heal you. And they can't because they're stunned. I can't do any damage to this. I guess we just go for the heal then.
A momentary abatement.
Okay, you're still ticking away. The stun's worn off, but now you're back in range, so we can get rid of you. Okay, the blight still affects. I was wondering if the blight would affect this this guy. So I'll keep using the heal because there's no point wasting our attack on them because they're definitely going to die on their turn. But then again, yeah, then we get in a situation like this where if I had killed this, we'd now be able to damage this. Alright, fair enough. So we'll use the flashbang.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
And now we can just focus all of our efforts on this. If we take... if we pick up a disease or something from this guy, I'll be very annoyed because, yeah, we did waste an opportunity to get some damage down onto him. You can inspire our antiquarian. Hopefully stop them from freaking out so much.
Inspiration and improvement.
So that's going to do 0 damage because of the incredible protection this sea maggot's got. But at least the blight should bypass some of that, which is quite useful. Some brine, debuff. Actually, that's a lot of bleed. I should have bandaged you much earlier. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Go. Bunch of valuables.
Success so clearly in view.
Let's
or
use one of our keys on this.
A trick of the light.
Some more heirlooms. Wonderful. Let's use a little bit of that food on you to start with. and then, well, no scouting. So I guess we go up because we're probably going to have to do both of these rooms, or rather at least one of these rooms. And then we can double back if we're in a reasonable state. Oh, stress wave again. Let's go for the double bleed, see if we get lucky. Oh, we get a bleed on one but not on the other. Yeah, I don't think this combination is a particularly good combination of adventurers. They don't synergize particularly well. But I am mostly just using them for the gold right now, and because they're the only ones I could bring with me. Tell you what, you focus on them for now. Just start that blights stacking up while everyone else focuses on the rest. Yeah, you're getting actually quite low on health. Spearfishing. Oh, luckily we dodged. And another stress wave. But we dodged that too. Good. You can focus on this guy now, which means they're dead next time. You can... Oh, did we not have... Oh, that's right, we didn't have the relatively pathetic healing. Oh, and that is a global buff as well. So that is quite nice. You can only attack them, so attack them. And they didn't leave a corpse, which means we are more likely to hit the guy at the back. Ah, yes. Forgot about that. Whoops. So now they aren't going to die on their turn, so we want to make sure they do. I think that'll stack up enough bleed that yes, you are definitely going to die. Well, we might as well buff for no reason.
The slow death.
And there we go. More gems and jewels and gold. Let's get rid of the anti-venom. Keep that gold, because the gold will stack very, very nicely. We can head back down the corridor. We'll ignore that coral, because I'm not sure what it does. And this should be the last room that we have to explore. Depending on how we're doing, we might double back, we might not.
Mind that such missteps are the exception, and not the rule.
Ooh, a whole bunch of things. Lovely. And they all stack perfectly well as well, which is nice. No, let's not douse the torches. Alright, let's go back down here. Oop, nope, there's another battle showing up there. I don't want to face two battles with this guy on such low health, so no. We are going to bail after this one. I suppose what I should have done was gone for the battle, and then there would have been some treasure at the end of that, and then left. Oh well, not a problem. So the Antiquarian's done us proud. We've got... Let's see. Whoop, click, 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 click. There we go. Quite a lot of gold from that. See, these minor antiques stack very nicely and are worth a lot of gold. We also got some heirlooms. Not a huge amount, but not a terrible amount. And we got this this helmet, which again, nothing super, but better than nothing. And a whole bunch of quirks, and you're now level 3 as well. Okay. Stress faster, stress eater. Okay, so I think that was a reasonable run through the dungeons again. We came out with a lot of treasure, and mostly we were just killing time while the rest of our party recuperated a little bit, which I think is fine. So next episode, if everything has gone to plan, we will be taking on another one of the bosses. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you join me again next time.